Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. We're going to take a look at today something that Elaine did way back in 2021, obviously. This has gone back further than that, and it's very, very sad to see. So let's jump on in. So, this is actually part of Johnny Depp's ones. This is from his area, from his motions in limine. And as you can see by there, filed under seal. Just blow a bit more for you. Defendant's motion in limine number 11 to exclude the deposition testimony of Jacob Bloom. Now, this is going to be a little bit hard to bear for people if they haven't known what's going on. So we're just going to go through with it. Plaintiff and counterclaim defendant John Depp by counsel and for the reasons set forth fully below moves this court to exclude the deposition testimony of Jacob Bloom. Now, this is the argument. Miss Heard's counsel has conducted discovery in an abusive manner and should be precluded from introducing certain utterly irrelevant and harassing evidence at discovery. Miss Heard's counsel deposed Mr. Depp's former attorney of 17 years, Jacob Bloom, who is elderly and appeared not to be able to remember anything of significance. Baffling, even though Mr. Bloom's testimony was essentially a string of responses to the effect of, "I don't know." Miss Heard's counsel has designated his deposition testimony for trial. But Mr. Bloom's responses establish 1. That he has nothing relevant to say. 2. He lacks competence to provide testimony on the issues involved. 3. The blatantly harassing conduct of Miss Heard in this action. The deposition testimony should be excluded. At the outset of the transcript makes clear that Mr. Bloom's lacked the ability at his deposition to testify in a competent manner, to recollect or communicate events, or provide substantive answers to questions asked of him. The parties were well aware that Mr. Bloom has been diagnosed with dementia. Nevertheless, AH insisted on taking Mr. Bloom's deposition to discuss events that went beyond his capacity to recall. It is clear from Mr. Bloom's testimony that he was unable to recall many of the questions posed to him. In fact, throughout the deposition, Mr. Bloom had the assistance of his attorney to guide him in understanding the question and provide an intelligible response. Throughout the deposition, Miss Heard's counsel harassed Mr. Bloom with the same question repeatedly in attempts to deceive Mr. Bloom. Now, we do have a bit of a transcript for you guys. When did you first meet Mr. Depp? I don't know when. I can't remember. Exhibit 1, Bloom Depot, going forward. Does that help refresh your memory of your recollection of when you began representing of Mr. Depp? No, it doesn't. It doesn't recall. I don't recall. And I say it strongly to you. I don't recall a particular cause of action, etc. Do you recall beginning representing Mr. Depp in 99? Mr. Chu, objection asked and answered. I don't recall. Mr. Chu, several times. I'm sorry, what is your answer, Mr. Bloom? I don't know. It's all confusing to me. That just goes to show how bad Elaine is. You know, we talked about this in previous videos. The way she has gone forward and the way that she has asked her team to conduct any type of deposition for testimonies, anything. She's basically gone to him, be aggressive. And again, when someone has dementia, like Mr. Bloom has, and they are they're fully aware that he has been diagnosed with it, you wouldn't want to ask that person any questions, really, because you're just going to put a strain on them. And clearly she did. Moreover, the substance of Mr. Bloom's deposition saw testimony regarding Mr. Depp's previous litigations, which are completely immaterial to this action. Even if that were not the case, Mr. Bloom did not recall much of the work he did for him many years ago. Miss Heard should be precluded from exploiting Mr. Bloom further at trial, where he does not have any knowledge of her allegations against Mr. Depp, which is the only pertinent issue in this case. See the Exhibit 1, Bloom Depot. For the foregoing reasons, plaintiff respectfully requests that this court grant its motion in limine and exclude Mr. Bloom's deposition testimony in its entirety. And obviously just go on, they signed it and everything else. And it does go on, you know, they got transcript of Jacob Bloom, which, as you can see by here, it does go into it. And it's just sad to see, you know, via Zoom. And so we had reported by Amy L. Stryker, I can't remember which one that one is. But it does go on, you know, what were you, entertainment lawyer? You know, can you please describe examples of clients that you had over the years? Going to object is immaterial to who Mr. Bloom's clients are. Exactly, you know, they don't need to do it. And as you can see, the questions, when did you first meet him? Don't know when, can't remember. And the way it's going on, it's the way they do it, literally, it's so, okay, I'm going to ask you the same question, but I'm going to ask it about 10 different times. And I'm going to try and say it in different ways. But as you can see, you know, it does by here, you know, going back, you know, do you have any knowledge of any DV by Mr. You know, what's that got to do with it? The witness, no. Argumentative, leading, assumes facts contrary to the record. The witness, no. Do you have any knowledge of any... See, it's the same question. Literally the same question. No. Now it says further along, kindly let me know at your earliest convenience if you and your client are agreeable to do so, in which has happened. It's like, come on. The way they went forward with it is absolutely crazy. And obviously there was that there and going for and so forth. And certificate of the service going forth, you know, of course, copies of this to be done. And then it goes into another one, which is to exclude expert testimony of Adam Bakovic. I do apologize for that one. But we're going to look at that at another time. So I just wanted to get this one out there because it's just to show... It's sad to see that they would go after someone who has dementia. You know, it's just sad to see. Again, this is what lawyers do. You know, they do try and get people. They'll try and get answers any way they can. That's, you know, that's all lawyers. That's their job. That's what they have to do. But when it's like this and it's like, come on, you know he can't help you. You're just wasting time now. But again, no. Their time, her money. That's what I see that is going on. But if you enjoyed the channel, ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.